Pisces, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energy reading for Wednesday, October 14th. And today is delicious. There are so much amazing energy right now. Lots and lots of juicy sextiles to talk about. I am very thankful for today. For a long time, we've had nothing but opposition, squares, quincunxes, really testing us. And I really think, and I've said this, I've been saying this a lot lately, I feel the energy turning around for the better for so many people who are willing to start moving forward and ascending. So today, there is opposition. Now, I like opposition. Opposition makes us change. Without opposition, we would not change our environment. So I don't necessarily think that opposition is a bad thing. And I'm going to tell you why. The sun today is in opposition, and the sun is in Libra, is in opposition with Uranus and Aries. Now, these energies to me are completely different. One is very ego-based, ego-oriented, do for me, and give me all the credit type energy. It is just very, it's when it's in a lower vibration, at times we can feel like we are deserving of something. And we often take steps, if we're in the low vibration, in a negative way. But the sun in Libra is going to come in and try to balance that out and offer, yes, if you deserve something, is going to offer a really good a way to balance out all of that energy. It's like, yes, you deserve it, but to negotiate about what you deserve. Talk about it. There's beautiful energy today in talking, negotiating, litigating a fair and just outcome. And sometimes if we are caught up in our egos, a lot of times what we'll do is we will demand an outcome. But that's not going to be supported today. And I like that because we're trying to get away from that childlike stance on life and that egomaniacal type of mindset. Today, the moon in Scorpio is in a delicious mood, delicious. It is in sextile with Jupiter in Virgo and Mars in Virgo, and they are working hand in hand. This is about feeling a lot of passion. So if there is somebody significant in your life and you are trying to turn it around and you have a lot of new ideas, or if you want to go after somebody with the enthusiasm that you had when you were younger without hesitation or reservation, you want to go out into the world, or maybe you want to start in a creative endeavor with that childlike enthusiasm of like, I can do it, and there's no self-doubt, there's no worry, you just have the confidence. Today is a day to really embark on that. Put the passion back in your life, jumpstart your heart again, jumpstart the ability to see that life is turning around. It is great energy to really tap into all of that. The moon in Scorpio is going to be sextiling Pluto and Capricorn. Work could be a really good way for you to plug back in. You could get some notoriety at work. You could overcome some fears at work and start to ask for some of the recognition that you absolutely deserve. I don't think you're holding back as much. In fact, what I think is happening is that there's a lot of new opportunities. You may be having a hard time picking the opportunity that you want to choose because the opportunities are so great. And I think what you're trying to do is weigh out. In the past, there was an imbalance that you didn't spend enough time looking at the situation in this. So I think, especially after the Aries lunar eclipse that we had, I think you understand that that you want something solid. You want a foundation that you can stand on, especially when you're talking about enlightening all of this energy and opportunity. So today, there may be a point where I think you could be quite indecisive. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotional energy running really high. There's a lot of passion coming back into your life. And I think it's almost like when we get good things, we don't know how to process it because we've been living in energy that's really bad for so long. So I think we tend to want to hold on to old negative energy, but this isn't about that. This is about embarking on brand new young energy. It's like in its lower degrees. There's a lot of stuff that has just transitioned into the start of energy. And so we've got to embrace those thought processes. We've got to move forward. We've got to stop looking back and holding on to things that don't serve us. And I think one of the best ways to put some enthusiasm back in our lives is to start really pursuing passionate, heart-based endeavors. Absolutely. You have something amazing to give, and I think you know it now. If it's not in love, it's you want to, maybe start a family. If it's not starting a family, maybe it's creating something, a legacy, a creative endeavor that you felt passionate about for a long time, but didn't feel like you had the momentum to do it, which you're starting to feel again. Maybe it's the fact that, there's something that's igniting passion in you, that's asking you to put the fire back in your life. And I'm not saying that some of you won't experience quincunxes and, I'm sorry, not quincunxes because we don't have any today, some opposition and some squares, but I just think that's to create momentum, to make some changes that are really good in our routines, in our happiness, in how we pursue things, in creative juices that are flowing. Thinking outside of the box is going to be super important right now. Not identifying with old ego or old ego-based mindsets. We're talking about creating an entirely new you, right? From moving forward, I think it kind of started at the beginning of this week. The next few months, we're going to experience energy like we haven't felt in a really long time. And I think there's still the apprehension of like, oh, with all this good stuff happening, something could come in and pull the rug out from underneath me. But that's not where the energy's going, guys. Where the energy is going is in pure, wonderful energy, sextiles. Saturn is in a delicious mood. It really is wanting you to, get a hold of your day-to-day thinking. It's wanting you to create positive mindsets. I always say, take the old tape out that's been playing really bad things to you for a really long time, toss it in the garbage, and let's put in a new tape and speak to that tape every day and create positive tapes that play in your head over and over again. If somebody in your past who left you told you that you were unattractive, then you need to tell yourself how pretty you are every day. And you need to make this a routine. You need to make this a conscious need to change your outcome, your mindset, your belief system. This is about broadening your perspectives and your horizon and creating opportunity and putting the passion back in your life. I have been waiting to talk about energy like this for a long time, and I truly haven't felt this way in a really long time. Am I living in a bubble of happiness? Did wonderful opportunities and beautiful things happen for me? No, they haven't, because I am intentionally staying stuck right now. And when I'm ready, I know the momentum will be there for me. And if some of you are like me, where we're not quite ready yet, we're kind of caught in our old ego, there's a lot of opportunities, there's a lot of, chances to move forward, but you're stuck a little bit, really start to do the small things. My small things is, my ex told me that, he had to settle to be with me. So obviously I believed it, or it wouldn't have impacted me. So what do? I do things consciously every day to make myself believe differently about myself. So it's eating better, it's working out, it's, doing good at my job, it's creating a channel, it's doing things that make me feel proud of myself and validating my energy and acknowledging my accomplishments. I don't need somebody to do that. These are things I need to do in my own wiring. So it depends on where you're at in this. Some of you are so past where I'm at. Some of you are opportunities hitting you right and left. You're moving forward. Life is going in the right direction. You're feeling blessed. You're feeling happy. And there's the ability to take all this energy and turn it all around, and you feel it and you know it. And then there's people like me that are stuck in some of the squares and quincunxes, but feel deeply. All this beautiful energy is going to turn everything around. I am a complete believer that everything is going to be different, I would say 2 months from now. But we've got to let go, and we've got to submit to energy, and we've got to let it open us up and expose us again to opportunity. And opportunity can be kind of scary if you really want to control your world and make sure nothing bad ever happens in it again. Well, then but when you shut out all opportunity, you shut out happiness. So don't shut it out. I mean, you're smarter. You're an enlightened being now. You're awakened. You have many resources at your fingertips so that you don't fall into poor coping methods ever again. And there's a lot of progressive energy supporting you. So we'll move forward. For some of us, we're all going to move forward a little bit slower than some of you people that just have all this energy down and you're really lucky. And for those people, I'm really happy to see you moving forward, and you're an inspiration to me. Keep it up. People who like to move a little bit slower and eventually sneak their little crab head out and start crawling in the sand a little bit slower. You guys inspire us to keep going, so keep doing what you're doing. Thank you guys so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again